In this video, we'll be taking a look at 3 MLB games happening on August 4th, 2022. Welcome back to Cash Out Sports. Let's dive right into it. Oh, and don't forget to subscribe and to click the bell icon to get notified as soon as these videos get released, so that you have more time to plan out your bets. As we provide these videos on a daily basis, I can guarantee that you'll have all the important information that you'll need on these 3 MLB games after fully watching this video. One more thing before we start. If you would like to gain access to our best exclusive betting picks to take your sports betting journey to the next level, then check out our Patreon in the link down below, where we offer anywhere from 1 betting pick a day up to 10 betting picks a day and much more. Now let's get started. Chicago Cubs vs. St. Louis Cardinals. Game 1. The Chicago Cubs and St. Louis Cardinals will compete in a day-night doubleheader on Thursday following Wednesday night's rainout. The Cubs moved a couple of key bullpen pieces at the deadline and will have an inexperienced pen backing up their starters in the doubleheader. The Cardinals have strengthened their starting rotation and have more pieces available to them now in the bullpen. The matchup in the opener will feature veteran righty Marcus Stroman of the Cubs taking on fellow righty Miles Mikolas of the Cardinals. The Chicago Cubs are 1-4 in their last 5 overall and are 1-4 in their last 5 games on grass. The Chicago Cubs are also 1-4 in their last 5 opening games of a doubleheader. The Cardinals are 6-2 in their last 8 home games and are 17-6 in their last 23 during Game 2 of a series. The St. Louis Cardinals are also 5-2 in their last 7 opening games of a doubleheader. The Chicago Cubs are 1-5 in their last 6 Thursday games. Justin Steele has been solid this season, but his numbers jumped to a 4.71 ERI and .261 allowed batting average on the road. Miles Mikolas has been one of the better pitchers in baseball all year, with a 0.99 WHIP, which is 12th best in baseball. Through 66.1 innings at home, Mikolas has a 2.31 ERI and .191 allowed batting average. The Cubs have had career success against Mikolas, but I'm willing to ignore that given what he's done with a larger sample size. Not to mention, the Cards' offense is on a heater right now. The Cardinals are the better team and Mikolas is cooking right now. He's allowed 3 or less runs in 9 of his last 10 games. The Cards are hitting .254 at home and scoring 5.04 runs per game. The Cubs are hitting just .232 against right-handers on the road and averaging 4.06 runs per game. Card star Paul Goldschmidt is hitting .500 against Stroman and has 2 home runs against him. Until the Cubs' inexperienced bullpen shows their mettle, it will be hard to lean on the Cubs in these spots. So the St. Louis Cardinals money line is our full game side pick. Despite the Cubs' recent trend of low-scoring games, the Cards have played to the over in 2 of Mikolas' last 3 starts, while the Cardinals are the 8th best run-scoring team in baseball that should thrive upon Stroman's exit in the middle innings. Look for the Cardinals' power bats like Paul Goldschmidt and Nolan Arenado to take full advantage of the slew of inexperienced pitchers the Cubs will turn to in the late innings. I like Stroman as a pitcher, but the problem is that the Cardinals also like him. Not only is Goldschmidt hitting bombs against him, but so is Corey Dickerson. This is Stroman's first trip to Busch Stadium and could be an ugly one. The Cardinals have scored 29 runs over their last 5 games as their bats have been consistent. Over the projected total is our full game total pick. Oakland Athletics vs. Los Angeles Angels. The Oakland Athletics battle the Los Angeles Angels in a clash of struggling American League West opponents. Both teams entered mired at the bottom of the division and were sellers at the trade deadline. After a promising April, things fell apart quickly for Los Angeles, while the Athletics have struggled to compete after a sell-off last offseason. Each team will essentially just be playing out the string from here. Paul Blackburn gets the ball for Oakland, while Jansen Junk takes to the bump for the Halos. The Athletics are 2-5 in their last 7 Thursday games and 5-12 in their last 17 road games. The Angels are 7-3 in their last 10 during Game 3 of a series and 17-42 in their last 59 overall. The under is 4-1 in Athletics' last 5 overall. The under is 6-2 in Angels' last 8 overall. The Athletics are 1-5 in the last 6 meetings. Paul Blackburn is coming off a rough July where he allowed 29 hits and 21 runs in 25.2 innings. However, Blackburn is having probably his best season of his career and the Angels can't score runs. The Los Angeles Angels continue to be the most frustrating team in the league, and they're not a club I'm eager to back, especially in the favorite role. If you give me plus money on the other side, I'm always going to take it when it comes to fading the Angels, so the Oakland Athletics money line is our full game side pick. These offenses just aren't very good. Oakland ranks near the bottom in virtually every statistical metric, and the Angels are averaging below 4 runs per game and are now missing their best hitter in Trout for the foreseeable future. Junk shined last week in his first start and looks poised to build on that here. Paul Blackburn has been adequate over his first 20 starts and is highly capable of putting forth a quality effort against a bottom 5 offense. The under is 4-1 in Oakland's last 5 games and 6-2 in Los Angeles' last 8. Don't expect to see a slugfest here. Under the projected total is our full game total pick. Los Angeles Dodgers vs. San Francisco Giants. The Los Angeles Dodgers conclude a 4-game set in the Bay Area on Thursday afternoon with a clash against their fierce rivals, the San Francisco Giants. The Dodgers have had their way thus far, combining for 17 runs over their first 2 games en route to comprehensive wins. Los Angeles owns a cushy 11.5 game lead atop the National League West, while the reeling Giants are beginning to fade out of playoff contention. The legendary Clayton Kershaw will take the hill in this one for the Dodgers. The Giants will counter with Jakob Junis. Los Angeles is 9-1 in their last 10 road games and 43-14 in their last 57 Thursday games, while the under is 16-7-3 in their last 26 division games. San Francisco is 10-2 in their last 12 home games against a team with a left-handed starter and 0-9 in their last 9 division games, while the over is 5-1 in their last 6 games against a team with a left-handed starter. These two teams are heading in opposite directions as the Dodgers gear up for the stretch run, and the Giants appear on the verge of a total collapse. After back-to-back dominating wins to kick off the series, Los Angeles has now won 6 straight games against their arch-nemesis while covering the run line in every game. The Dodgers excel on both sides of the diamond with the second-ranked scoring offense and top-ranked pitching. Look for them to get to Junis early and get into the Giants' bullpen by the middle innings. Kershaw will dust himself off after 2 lackluster starts with a gem in the Bay on Thursday. The Dodgers are 5-2 against the run line in their last 7, while San Fran is just 2-11 against the spread in their last 13. These are two teams going in opposite directions at this point in time, as the Dodgers have been rolling since the All-Star break while the Giants have been reeling. I get the reasoning for wanting to back the Giants as a nice-sized home dog for value, but if I'm going to take a shot with the Giants after how they've looked for the better part of this series, and the last 2 weeks for that matter, I'm going to need a better arm than Jakob Junis if I'm being honest. Clayton Kershaw had some issues putting away the Giants in his last start against them, but he's still the better arm here with the more consistent lineup behind him. Play the trends and the better squad here, so the Los Angeles Dodgers to win and cover the spread as favorites is our full game side pick. Neither team comes into this game with any strong over-under trends. The Dodgers are a tough one to handicap because they excel in both hitting and pitching. Ultimately, both of Thursday's starters are in good form this season, entering with ERI south of 3. Look for Kershaw in particular to be on here against an offense that is hitting just .234 as a team. I expect the Dodgers to scratch out some runs against Junis and the San Francisco bullpen, but not put enough of a dent in to threaten this number. Under the projected total is our full game total pick. That's all for now, so if you have any other games you would like reviewed, then leave a comment down below with the game you would like analyzed. Subscribe to our channel, leave a like on this video, and we'll get to it as soon as we possibly can. We would also love to hear your opinion on the picks presented to you in this video, whether you agree or disagree with them, so leave a comment down below and do let us know.